guy, the look down on the falcon shape of Maidan.
War artist Kevin Shea. 10 Ortensia, Craig Williams, take out 11. Number 12 is
Success, having missed a year in between, and Joy and Fun's bidding to do exactly the same thing. Soul Power.
Quoz Sprint, sponsored by Emirates NBD.
Gates fly, and they're racing in the Quoz Sprint. Monsieur Joe from the inside, one of the first away. Nocturnal Affair, Asian Virgo and War Artist. Prohibit behind the pace, followed further back by Invincible Ash, and then came Soul Power. Well back is Better Be the One, and Ortensia's at the tail of the field as they race onto the course proper, past the 400 metres mark. Monsieur Joe, joined by August Rush. Soul Power coming down the outside, and Joy and Fun on the inside. They're all across the track. Soul Power on the outside. Ortensia's flashing home. Ortensia coming from last. Ortensia's won the Quoz Sprint. Ortensia has got up to beat Joy and Fun, and Ortensia's at the tail of the field as they race onto the course proper, past the 400 metres mark. Monsieur Joe, joined by August Rush. Soul Power coming down the outside, and Joy and Fun on the inside. They're all across the track. Soul Power on the outside. Ortensia's flashing home. Ortensia coming from last. Ortensia's won the Quoz Sprint. Ortensia has got up to beat Joy and Fun and Soul Power in a photo for the minor money. Monsieur Joe just behind those from Better Be the One. August Rush, Secret Asset, Margaret.
Because Ortensia's come from last, and as I say, I think any front runner that's even remotely involved in the finish there deserves some credit. They went hard.
And at the finish, Ortensia comes over the top of them. The daughter of Testarossa wins pace.
Ortensia was fantastic, and the race was set up for her because they went hell for leather out in front. She was able to sit off the back. She was last most of the way, peel out and make that one run, and Craig timed it to perfection.
For Australia, Ortensia, she's had a good campaign over there in Europe during the summer, winning that big race in Dubai, of course, and a Group 2 at Goodwood on Friday.
12 stripes with the black cap tracking Pabusar. Humidor is still well towards the rear of the field. Massimar Beyond Desire on the stand side, far side. Tangerine Trees leads over there from Stoner Falter, and Angels Will Fall. Now in the centre, Ortensia begins a challenge. Also trying to stay on his Amor prop. Pabusar near side with Spirit Courts. Massimar, a Noble Storm wide across the course. Massimar, Spirit Courts, Ortensia right down the centre. Angels Will Fall. Confessional is running on strongly on the far side. Ortensia for Australia has gone to the front. It's Ortensia from Confessional. Angels Will Fall. And at the line, it's Ortensia. Ortensia won the King George for Australia.
And she's in the form she was today.
She loves those drier tracks, and that was a dominant win.
Yeah, good on you, Paul, and the owners of Ortensia. They've bit the bullet. They've left her over there. I think there's another. I think they're aiming for the Nunthorpe at the end of the month, but she was lethal there. Back to a brilliant best, and obviously she's just been crying out for a dry track.
Take on Bated Breath. Now, Bated Breath has been backed as well, and it's close between favouritism. Ortensia just shading it back.
4-1 joint favourites, Bated Breath and Ortensia, and this is the biggest field ever for the Coolmore Nunthorpe. There were 17 in 2002 and 1998, and Ortensia leading in again. 7-2 now, Ortensia.
Already moving down towards halfway. Spirit Quartz is chasing the leaders from Angels Will Fall and Confessional. Then Humidor and Nocturnal Affair. Ortensia is taken off her feet, second from the right with the black cap. Secret Witness out the back with Invincible Ash as they race down to the last furlong and a half. Hamish McGonigal running a solo on the far side. Down the near side, Beyond Desire, the grey jacket. Spirit Quartz, Maroon Jacket is thrusting between them. Bated Breath, Soul Power, Monsieur Joe, Tangerine Trees, all trying to get on terms. Ortensia is absolutely flying down the far side. Spirit Quartz, Ortensia is gathering in. The line is looming, and it's Ortensia who had her nose down. The Aussie mare. Long and a half. Hamish McGonigal running a solo on the far side. Down the near side, Beyond Desire, the grey jacket. Spirit Quartz, Maroon Jacket is thrusting between them. Bated Breath, Soul Power, Monsieur Joe, Tangerine Trees, all trying to get on terms. Ortensia is absolutely flying down the far side. Spirit Quartz, Ortensia is gathering in. The line is looming, and it's Ortensia who had her nose down. The Aussie mare lands the...
Well, what a mare this is. Ortensia in the hands of William Buick. Ortensia absolutely flying home. She was miles back in the early stages in the orange and white stripes.
Brilliant stuff, wasn't it? 7-year-old mare. She went to Arrowfield to have a rest and be retired to stud. Now she's won in Dubai, twice in the UK. A great international performance by Paul Massar. And also Leah, the girl who's been looking after this horse for 6 or 7 months on the fly with Ortensia. Well done to Alistair Fraser, Emma Ridley. What about this? How did it win?
Incredible win. Just don't do that. in these sort of races. She just kept surging to the line. You thought she was absolutely beaten and going to run at best a nice sort of fifth or sixth, but William Buick commented after the race that that was the fastest last 2 furlongs that he's ever ridden on any horse that he's ever sat on. He sat on some good ones, and she was going beaten and going to run at best a nice sort of fifth or sixth, but William Buick commented after the race that that was the fastest last 2 furlongs that he's ever ridden on any horse that he's ever sat on. He sat on some good ones, and she was going right away from them on the post too.